Hello everyone and welcome back. Estou aqui com vocês mais uma vez para a gente poder ver the next lesson. We are going on to lesson 29. Let's take a look at lesson 29, page 118, Sharpen Your Axe. Então, se vocês já tiverem, imagino que vocês já tenham visto a aula 28 com um certo professor aí muito legal, né? Foi com outro, enfim. E agora a gente está aqui vendo a 29, Sharpen Your Axe. We'll see what that means in a second. But first, get your book. Se você não está com o livro ainda, então get your book so we can move on. Dá uma olhada, tá? Já dá uma traduzida aí para não ficar voando, especialmente no Words in Action, muitas palavrinhas. Alright? Se já pegaram o livro, então a gente continua. Today, we will see warm-up, words in action, talk time, useful expressions, grammar file, and speak up. And then we'll go on to listening and talking, talk time, listening, reading practice, fun time, and listening for understanding. Beginning with sharpen your axe. What does that mean? There's a little quote there from Mr. Abraham Lincoln, who says, "If I had 6 hours to chop down a tree, I would spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." Se eu tivesse 6 horas para cortar uma árvore, eu passaria as primeiras 4, ok? Afiando o machado, right? Então é isso aí que ele faria. As primeiras 4 horas ele iria afiar o machado. Será que isso é uma coisa boa? I think so. Mr. Abraham Lincoln is supposed to be a very wise man. Mas já a gente vê um pouquinho mais sobre isso. Primeiro, let's go on to warm up. These are some employee benefits that employers provide. Sorry about that. There was a little mistake there. But that employers provide. Beginning with job security. Repeat after me. Job security. Then we have health plan. Health plan. Promotions. Promotions. Higher salary. Higher salaries. Flexible times. The book says flex time, but it really means flexible times. Retirement plans. Retirement plans. Daycare. Daycare. And profit sharing. Profit sharing. So what do these mean? Job security means you can't be fired. You're at your job for your whole life if you decide to stay. Health plan seria plano de saúde. Promotions, it's actually supposed to be insurance, but a health plan, it's also a thing, tá? Existe health plan, que é quando você faz um plano de saúde no sentido de do que comer, de exercício, tá? Um plano que it's a service and it's offered by health clinics to help you take care of your health. We also have promotions, which is when you get a better job, higher salaries, when you get paid more, flexible times, when you choose what hours you get to work, retirement plan, which is when you get paid after you retire, daycare, so that you can put your children in school while you work, and profit sharing, where you get some of the money that the company makes. This is usually very popular in startups. Startups usually offer some kind of profit sharing. All right, very good. And my question to you is, which one of these would be most important to you? This is really hard because all of these are really nice, but I am going to say job security. More than promotion, I think job security is very important because it takes a load off your mind. When you know that if you want to stay at that job, you can stay there. I think that's very important. But these are also really good. I mean, a retirement plan is really good. Flexible times, flexible hours is a really good thing. But, you know, you take what you get. Moving on to words in action. Let's go on to words in action. Let's pay attention. Let's listen and repeat. Okay? Então, let's go. You guys with me. Let's listen and repeat.
Book 3, Lesson 29. Words in action.
Fence.
Fence.
Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic.
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Goat.
Goat.
Shrub.
Shrub.
Hill.
Hill.
Monk.
Monk.
Unshakable.
Unshakable.
Scout.
Scout.
Syrup.
Syrup.
Maple.
Maple.
Axe.
Axe.
Sharpener.
Sharpener.
Woodcutter.
Woodcutter.
Timber.
Timber.
Tough.
Tough.
To awaken.
To awaken.
Awakened.
Awakened in the past.
Awakened.
Awakened again in the participle.
To leap.
To leap in the past.
Leapt.
Leapt participle.
Leapt.
Leapt as well. To
refrain.
To refrain.
Refrained.
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 To share.
To share.
Shared.
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 To sharpen.
To sharpen.
Sharpened.
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 Sharpened as well. Very good. Então, o que são essas palavrinhas aí? Passar bem rápido, tá? Não vou demorar muito. Fence é uma cerca. Enthusiastic é uma pessoa entusiasmada. Shepherd é o... Shepherd é como a gente chama, excuse me, o pastor. Shepherd é o pastor. Goat é um bode. Shrub é um arbusto. Hill é uma colina. Monk é um monge. Unshakable, inabalável. Scout é um batedor. O que é um batedor? É uma pessoa que vai na frente de um grupo de exploradores, normalmente para tentar ver como se existe algum tipo de ameaça ou como é o terreno. Normalmente é o cara que vai à frente, é o batedor. Maple, que é, quem me conhece sabe que eu falo sempre, né? Da arvorezinha do Canadá, é o bordo. Axe é um machado. Sharpener seria um apontador. Woodcutter pode ser tanto a máquina que corta madeira quanto o lumberjack, né? O homem, o lenhador. Timber é uma viga, mas também é usado para falar de madeira em geral. Tough é algo duro, algo rígido. Tá? E os verbinhos. To awaken, acordar. To leap, saltar. To refrain, restringir-se. To share, compartilhar. Imagino que vocês já tenham visto aquele símbolozinho lá em cima, quando a gente quer compartilhar uma coisa com alguém. Né? To share on your phone or your computer. To share, the symbol is that one. And to sharpen, que é afiar. All right? Very good. Let's move on. It's a nice song. It's a very nice song. To talk time. Let's go on. To talk time. Let's just talk a little bit. Number 1, have you ever tried pancakes or waffles with maple syrup? I know probably most of you haven't, and I recommend it. Waffles are a little bit hard to come by, but you can certainly make your own pancakes. They are not hard to make. I can even send you guys a recipe if you want. Let me know. And they're really good. If you don't have maple syrup, you can try regular syrup we have here, sugarcane syrup. It's also really good. Number 2, do you study English enthusiastically? I know that's probably not the case for some people, but come on, you guys are better than that, right? You study English enthusiastically. You like English. You love studying, right? Yeah, all right. Number 3, what does a shepherd do? A shepherd herds. Olha só esse verbinho aqui. Herds. A shepherd, what he does is herding, tá? Existe esse verbo chamado to herd, que é exatamente quando você leva as ovelhas e tal, quando você faz aquele trabalho de juntar as ovelhas no canto, tá? To herd. Ok? Shepherd. Muito bem. Moving on, we have number 4. Are you easily awakened during the night by outside noises? Do you guys have light sleep? I know I do. I have a very light sleep. So if there's a lot of noise outside, I will probably be awakened. Number 5, what do you use to sharpen a pencil? I don't think I have one here. It's a sharpener. When you put your pencil in and you... That's called a sharpener. Number 6, where does timber come from? Timber comes from wood, just like this one over here. Okay, this is where timber comes from. The wood we use to make our houses. Number 7, are you tough when you need to be tough? I like to think so. I like to think I am a tough guy, at least when I need to be. Number 8, do you mind sharing a table with a stranger at a restaurant? I think so. I have already done that before, so I don't have a problem with it. Number 9, can you share a moment of your life when you leapt with joy? I think I would say it was the first time I found out I was chosen for the exchange program. When I first went to the United States, I leapt with joy. It was really good. It was a dream come true for me. Number 10, what do you need to refrain from doing? Sometimes, at least in Corona times, what I need to refrain from doing is going outside. I really want to go outside sometimes, but we can't, right? I mean, we shouldn't be going outside. So guys, just hashtag right over there. Hashtag, make it bigger. Hashtag, look. Stay at home. Come on, guys. Stay at home. Shouldn't be so hard, right? Stay at home. Very good. Moving on, let's go to useful expressions. Come on. Useful expressions. Beginning with to get on one's nerves. To get on one's nerves. Let's see the sentence. My little brother gets on my nerves. He is so annoying. Okay, so to get on one's nerves means to annoy someone, to make them upset, right? In Portuguese, dá nos nervos. Fulaninho dá nos nervos. Tá? É de dar nos nervos. Someone who gets on your nerves, who gets annoying. All right. Number 2, good thinking. Like that woman up there, it was good thinking bringing an umbrella. Tá? Foi uma boa ideia. Foi a cabeça boa. You got a good head on your shoulders. You got good thinking. It was good thinking. Foi uma boa ideia fazer isso. Go for it. Go for it. Don't let anyone stand in the way of your dreams. Go for it. Don't go for it. We use it for when you want to inspire someone. You tell them to go for it. Just go. Do it. Do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna put the meme here, but go for it. It's just the same as saying, yeah, go do it. You can do it. And last one, to fall asleep, means pretty much just when you're somewhere and just without realizing you start sleeping. So when you're watching TV late at night, you just press play on something on Netflix and then you just drift off to sleep. That means to fall asleep. All right. Like the sentence, do you fall asleep while watching TV? Not anymore. I used to do it a lot when I was younger. Not these days. When I watch something, I try to watch something. Very well. Moving on. Let's go to grammar files. So guys, get your books, get your grammar file, because this is very, very, very important. We're talking about the difference between lie and lay. So lie is when you lie down. When you go to bed, for example, you are lying down. You are yourself putting yourself in a lying position. When you lay something is where you put something else down. So say if I get my cell phone here, let's say I get my cell phone and I have to put it on a table. I would just lay it on the table. So lie is me, lay is something else. So the examples here we have, okay, so this is where it gets confusing because the past of lie is lay. Yes, I know. But let's pay attention there. So I lay down under that apple tree and fell asleep. Meaning I sat down and then lay down, right? Eu deitei under that apple tree and fell asleep. I hope an apple doesn't fall on your face. Number 2, would you like to lie down before you eat lunch? I used to do that a lot. When I have headaches and stuff, I lie down a little before lunch. And she got sunburned when you get burned on your skin by the sun from lying on the beach too long. Yes, also don't confuse lie with to lie, to tell lies. It is spelled the same way, but lie is in the past. When we say lie, as in telling lies, it's usually supposed to be the past, lied, right? But in this case, when you lie down, it's supposed to be lay. All right, but one thing we also have to take care is usually when we say lie or lay, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we usually use down right after it. I lay down. Would you like to lie down? Okay, so it just means getting into a laid position. Next, we have lay, which is when you put something else down. The postman was laying the package on the doormat when I arrived. So he was carefully putting it down on a lying position. We all wondered where the maid laid the key, where she put the key. And Barbara said that she had laid the book on the table. So she put the book down carefully on the table. And the past of lay is laid, and the participle is also laid. All right. Very good. Moving on, let's go to speak up. So let's pay attention while we repeat everything that they say with speak up. So let's go, pay attention, and repeat. Come on, guys, it's time to train. Repeat. Let's go.
Book 3, Lesson 29. Speak up.
Taste the pudding.
Taste the pudding.
I must refrain from eating desserts.
I must refrain from eating desserts.
It's raining again.
It's raining again.
Can I share your umbrella?
Can I share your umbrella? Ooh, that's nice.
My pencil point is broken.
My pencil point is broken.
You'd better sharpen your pencil.
You'd better sharpen your pencil.
How was the goat able to escape?
How was the goat able to escape?
The goat leapt the fence.
The goat leapt the fence.
What awakened you?
What awakened you?
I was awakened by the honk.
I was awakened by the honk.
Do you have peace of mind?
Do you have peace of mind?
Nothing matters more than peace of mind.
Nothing matters more than peace of mind.
What about reserving the tickets?
What about reserving the tickets?
It's good thinking to reserve the tickets.
It's good thinking to reserve the tickets.
I want that job.
I want that job.
I know you want that job. Go for it.
I know you want that job. Go for it.
When do you fall asleep?
When do you fall asleep?
I usually fall asleep while watching TV.
I usually fall asleep while watching TV.
Is their love strong?
Is their love strong?
Their love is unshakable.
Their love is unshakable.
Where's the bunny?
Where is the bunny?
He's hiding behind a shrub.
He is hiding behind the shrub.
Who walked up the hill?
Who walked up the hill?
The woodcutter walked up the hill.
The woodcutter walked up the hill.
Is learning English an easy task?
Is learning English an easy task?
Learning English is a tough task.
Learning English is a tough task.
What's Ellen like?
What's Ellen like?
Ellen is quite good looking.
Ellen is quite good looking.
This situation gets on my nerves.
This situation gets on my nerves.
You need to calm down and think rationally.
You need to calm down and think rationally.
How was your physics class?
How was your physics class?
I didn't understand a thing in my physics class.
I didn't understand a thing in my physics class. Oh wow. Not me. I loved physics. I just loved physics. Very well. Let's go on to listening and talking, where we're going to see a little story about keeping your axe sharp. So let's pay attention and see if we can understand what it means to keep an axe sharp. Let's pay attention. So listen and let's go. Play.
Book 3, Lesson 29. Listening and talking.
Keeping your axe sharp. Once upon a time, a young and strong woodcutter looked for a job in a timber farm. The farmer gave him the job. The salary was excellent, and so were the work conditions. For that reason, the woodcutter was determined to do his best. The farmer handed him an axe and showed him a large area where he was supposed to work. The first day, the woodcutter brought 20 trees. "Congratulations," the farmer said. "Go on that way." Very motivated by the farmer's words, the woodcutter tried harder the next day, but at the end of the day, he could bring 15 trees only. The third day, he tried even harder, but could bring 10 trees only. Day after day, he was bringing less and less trees. "I must be losing my strength," the woodcutter thought. He went to the farmer and apologized, saying he could not understand what was going on. "When was the last time you sharpened your axe?" the farmer asked. "Sharpen?" the woodcutter replied. "I have no time to sharpen my axe. I have been very busy trying to cut trees."
Right. So do you guys understand what's the problem there? Exactly. So when you have to do a task, you don't just start doing it. You have to prepare your tools first. You have to improve yourself first. Don't just rush into things. You have to study. You have to get better, and you have to sharpen your tools. Like the guy, if he didn't sharpen his axe, he thought, "Oh, I need to work, I need to work." Well, if you don't take some time to fix your tools, you're going to have to work more and for more time, for longer, just because you didn't take a little bit of time to take care of your tools. So this is supposed to be the moral lesson, which is keep your tools sharp, keep yourself sharp. Remember to study, remember to prepare. Sometimes preparing is more important than the task itself. Okay? Because if you don't, you spend more time than you should. And there is a little expression which I love, which is this. I'll tell you in a second, but first, let me just ask you this question right here, which is, do you give your best effort to everything you do? Do you put in the effort to do things right? So what do you guys say? Because if you don't, things won't come out the way they should, and you might end up having to redo things. Whoops, sorry about that. And this is the phrase that I want to tell you guys. If you don't have time to do it right, you don't have time to do it again. Basically what it means is you have to try to prepare to do things right the first time, because if you don't think you have enough time, you'll be just like the guy in the story. "Oh, I have to be cutting trees." Yeah, but you're taking longer than usual. You're taking double the time you usually took to cut the same amount of trees. So if you don't have time to do it right, if you don't want to do things right the first time, then believe me, you won't have time to do that thing again. Right? Very well. Let's go on to talk time once again. It asks you guys, what does it mean to sharpen your axe? What does that expression mean? And we know that it means to keep your tools prepared, keep yourself prepared. Number 2, have you ever taken any courses that specifically help you sharpen your axe to get prepared? So like for the job market. Well, this is one of those courses. We are helping you guys be prepared for future opportunities by, knowing English. Number 3, are you unshakable in finishing what you start? I wish I could say yes. There are many things that I have started that I have not finished, and this is something that everybody should be working on, to be quite honest with you. Everybody should be focusing on finishing things they start, if those things are worth it, if those things are worthwhile. Going on to number 4, do you have a clear vision of what you want in your future career? That is hard to say in times of Corona, but yeah, I have some plans. I have many different plans, and I wish that I want to make at least a few of them realities. But it takes time. Number 5, do you have a passion that drives you and causes you to stay the course when things get tough? I wish. I had a passion when I was younger, and sometimes it's a little sad talking about this, but I realized my dream. I made my dream reality when I was younger, when I had my first exchange. And since then, I have some things I want to do, but I'm not as passionate as I used to be. Maybe that's something I need to work on. Do you guys have something you need to work on like that? Let me know later. Let's move on to listening and reading practice. Once again, paying attention there so we can understand the conversation. So let's take a listen, press play, and go.
Book 3, Lesson 29, Listening and Reading Practice.
What about going to Starbucks?
Are you a coffeeholic?
I love coffee, but I try to refrain from drinking too much. I know that too much caffeine is bad for health.
Just the other day, I read something interesting about coffee origin.
What did you learn about it?
According to historians, an Arabian shepherd found his goats leaping enthusiastically around a dark green shrub covered with small red berries. He tried some of the bitter fruit himself and discovered a peculiar euphoric effect. He seemed to gain more energy to walk up and down the hills. The news spread, and soon monks at a local monastery started using it to keep awake during the long hours of prayer. Some experts believe this story to be just a fable.
A fable or not, coffee makes me feel invincible. Nothing smells better than fresh coffee.
Very well. I think I can relate to that guy, the one who told the huge story, because that's kind of what happens right there. I tell people, I read something interesting about the origin of coffee, and then people are like, sure, yeah, tell me the story. Right, but what did he find out? He found out that there was a story about goats eating these little fruits, and that a guy tried it, and then he also felt very energetic and enthusiastic. Right? So that's supposedly one of the origins of coffee. I think it's kind of interesting. If it's a fable, less so, but yeah, it's cool. And then my question to you guys is, are you a coffeeholic? I don't think I am a coffeeholic. I don't like coffee that much. At least not here. I like to mix my coffee with other stuff. I like mixing my coffee with milk, with cream. I like making cappuccino. I like making other different kinds of coffee. I'm not really a big fan of just black coffee. But you know what? It's down to preference. What do you prefer? Do you guys prefer cappuccino? Do you prefer other types of coffee? Do you prefer coffee with chocolate? Some people like that. I like that. Coffee and chocolate. It's really good. Let's go on to fun time. It's time to ask you guys some questions. And our first question is, which planet did Superman come from? Do you guys know what planet Superman came from? Superman came from the planet of Krypton. Superman is from Krypton. Number 2, what are the primary colors? It's time to go back to school. What are the primary colors? Red, yellow, blue. Those are the 3 primary colors. You can get all the other colors by mixing those 3. Moving on to question 3. What is the Boy Scouts motto? What are the Boy Scouts? Do you guys know what Boy Scouts are? Os escoteiros, they have a motto. They have a thing they always say. And their motto is be prepared, right? So if you're in any situation, this is good for life, right? Be prepared. Wherever you are, just be prepared. Number 5, what country features a maple leaf in its flag? Should be easy. It's Canada. You've seen it. You've seen me talk about it. Move on. Number 5, what is the name of Donald Duck's girlfriend? Donald Duck has a girlfriend. She has a little lasso on her head. Do you guys know? Her name is Daisy. Daisy is Donald Duck's girlfriend. Number 6, what are the 5 senses? There are more than 5 senses in our body, but the 5 that we learned in school, those are sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. Those are the 5 senses. And last one, question 7. What is it that occurs once in a minute, twice in a week, and once in a year? There's a riddle there. Something that happens once in a minute, twice in a week, and once again in a year. Should be easy, guys. Come on. This is an easy one. The letter E. It happens once in a minute, twice in a week, and one in a year. Come on. It's an easy one. It's an easy one, right? It's easy. Very well. Let's go on. Let's finish up with listening for understanding. Let's pay attention to what this little stories. Wait, what's that? No, change it. There we go. Listen and write down what the resort offers guests when they arrive. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. Very well. Let's take a listen and see what this resort offers people.
Book 3, Lesson 29, Listening for Understanding.
Listen to an advertisement for a tropical resort. What does the resort have to offer as soon as the guests arrive? From the moment you arrive at the airport, we will treat you like a royalty, beginning with your ride in one of our luxurious limousines. We will do everything we can to make your day.
Very nice.
Book 3,
Let's listen to that again. Sorry. Let's listen to that again and see what it says again. Okay.
As soon as the guests arrive. From the moment you arrive at the airport,
From the moment you arrive at the airport, ou seja, não é nem só no resort, quando chega no aeroporto.
we will treat you like a royalty.
We will treat like royalty. Nós vamos lhe tratar como realeza.
Beginning with your ride in one of our luxurious limousines.
Beginning with the ride in one of our luxurious limousines.
We will do everything we can to make your day.
We will do everything we can to make your day. Didn't even talk about the museum. They just the resort. They just talked about what they do before you even arrive. Okay, so when you arrive at the airport, they will take care of you, get you in their limousines, and do everything to make your day. Isn't that nice? Very well. This has been our lesson. Let's review real quick. Today we saw warm up, words in action, talk time, useful expressions, grammar file, and speak up. We also saw listening and talking, talk time, listening, reading practice, fun time, and listening for understanding. Next time, we'll go on to lesson 30, our last lesson. It's called The World is Yours. Just reminders once again, I know you guys make fun of me for it, but stay tuned for the instructions. Remember to do your homework because it counts as attendance. All right. This is Mr. Vítor signing out. I will see you guys next week where we'll have our last lesson and hopefully we'll talk a little bit, right? We'll make it cool. We'll have a little talk and don't worry because this is not the end. Hopefully when Corona ends, we will still go back to the classroom and do a little reviews and do your tests and all that stuff. Okay, so this is not the end for us. All right, guys. Very good. So this is me signing out. I will see you guys. Have a great week. Bye-bye.